Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the 18th, 2026. We're going to be talking about Friday Night Smackdown because tonight we have WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, we got big news. I can't even open my pop. We got big news that happened yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody signed with WWE. And her name is Paige. Paige just signed with WWE yesterday. I don't know, it was yesterday, but that's when everybody was talking about it and reading about it. It was yesterday. And my thing just glitched on me. I don't know what happened, but my thing just glitched on me. My camera. So if you guys see a glitch, I'm sorry, but for some reason it was being glitchy. But ladies and gentlemen, she did sign a contract yesterday. I believe she does. But they did tell us why she signed is because Nikki Bella is supposed to be injured, right? But on her podcast, I think on WWE World, she said she could wrestle. And I think she said on the Hall of Fame as well that she could wrestle. But I guess the whole thing for her to sign was that she's going to help Brie Bella and replace Nikki Bella at WrestleMania for the women's tag team title match. So if she's okay to wrestle, maybe something's going to happen, and then there's going to be a replacement, or Nikki Bella doesn't show up, and then we get a big return with Paige. That would be cool to see Paige back in the WWE. They said she signed, I don't know a whole bunch of it, but they said she signed a multi-year deal with the WWE. I'm happy for it because, ladies and gentlemen, we get AJ Lee and Paige back. I would love to see those two become a tag team and get the tag titles because they were best friends. Remember, they were a tag team when AJ Lee had her last match in the WWE at WrestleMania 31. She had her last match by teaming up with Paige against the Bellas. So I'm hoping that will happen and they win those tag team titles. But right now, AJ Lee is holding the Women's Intercontinental Championship right now. So, yeah. Sorry for looking that way. My dog is there, and every time he comes inside from walks, he goes psycho. He gets hyper, and he gets biting mood because he's teething. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I keep looking at him, make sure that he's not doing anything bad or trying to eat something that he's not supposed to eat. So yeah, that's why we're doing that. But we do have a WrestleMania Smackdown before WrestleMania. I can't wait. I might miss a little bit because at 6 o'clock, I take my dog out to make sure he goes wash him for the evening. And we don't have to worry about him trying to go wash him inside. So but I'm internationally, I'm in Canada, so I could rewind my WrestleMania on my Netflix. Not this whole bunch of ESPN number 2-1 live. Like, why? Why are there so many ESPNs here? Why do you need a whole bunch? Just put on ESPN. It makes more sense with that, but they're saying, oh, it's live on ESPN number 2, or number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, but that's just stupid. Thank God with internationally, you get on one platform, Netflix. There's no Netflix One, there's no different type of Netflix. There's only one Netflix. That's what I'm happy for. Is anyone else having fun with the DLC? The patch kind of ruined a lot of things with moves, like the jackhammer. I showed you guys on my video, the jackhammer messed up. I don't know, I did it with the pin combo. Maybe when you just do the move, it won't be like that. Maybe it's just a pin. And there's one with a chop, and people are saying when you do a combo, if you have a combo and it starts with a chop, you can't do it. I know I can't. I tried to chop frickin' Lex Luger in my WCW United States Heavyweight Championship match, but he kicks my butt. And he reversed my chop when I can't hit it. So yeah, I'm hoping they fix that. They did fix a lot of things, but they did not fix that part. We get new problems. If you guys didn't know, there's another there's another city, part of the world tour thing. Chicago, you could get a Seth Rollins persona card, the bad guy, the authority Seth Rollins. I got the Shield Seth Rollins. The WrestleMania pack. I got a whole bunch of points. I bought a whole bunch of WrestleMania packs because I want to get the retro AJ Styles. I had to get the main event Ron Cena. I had to get him, and I had to collect a whole bunch of WrestleMania freaking people to get this one. What are you doing? Buckus, what are you doing? My dog is just looking at my championship belts. I'm just hoping that he lays down sometime. He is getting big, guys. He's getting big here. He's still a pup. Still need a lot of training. He's not really good at his walking. Pulls my arm out of my socket. Of my arm socket. Like, oh my god. And he always eats these random crabs. Like, one time, what are you doing? One time, he had like a peanut shell in his mouth. This peanut shell is bigger than his mouth. I had to take it out of his mouth and making sure that he doesn't choke on it. He had a water bottle cap in his mouth because somebody threw that out and he wants to eat it and almost choke on it. Oh my goodness. It's like telling your kid, your baby, don't eat that. That's what I'm telling my dog over here. Don't eat that. Buckus. Hey. What are you doing? It's hard to do videos when he's walking around and snooping around. But he did go have a little accident yesterday because I was late taking him out because I didn't know he understands that, we go out at 6. I was talking to my brother because he was going to buy us dinner. And then it was like 6:14, and then I was about to take him out. He went pee. I did not know that happens. Now he wants something to chew on, so I got him this dental treat, and he hasn't. He had it since the morning. He hasn't ate it, so I bought him milk bones, and he's been eating those things right away. So, yeah, I've been trying to do this thing with the food. Some people are saying it's a good thing to do. I don't know what he's doing now, but is put water in their food, their kibble. Put some water in it. I guess it gets soft and it helps their teeth when they're teething. I think it's supposed to, I think he's supposed to eat a lot of soft things, and maybe he will stop eating my hand. What do you have in your mouth? Guys, we have his bed in his cage. Like, it's a really pretty big cage and a pretty big a bed. Maybe I could show you guys it. You see over there where the food and water is? Last night he was sleeping in that place when he has that bed, but he was sleeping right there. I don't know why was he doing that. There he is. Tasman Devil right now. Tasman Devil! At least he's laying down, but he's gonna get back up and freaking snoop around again. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's scared of people or how loud they are when they approach him. Like, some people do this thing that he thinks he's a baby. You do the baby noises, right? But he's not a baby. He's a dog. And I think he gets scared of that. He gets scared of a lot of noises. He's a baby. He's a puppy, right? He never heard about all these noises, like trucks, things getting banged outside because people are doing construction, stuff like that. So he never heard, and my brother and my dad does the same baby noise, but he does dribble. He dribbles. But I don't do that. Sometimes I do it. I do it sometimes. But I don't walk up to him and say, "Hey, baby." I just walk up to him and pet him, and don't try to scare the dang thing. Like, I think people are just scaring him because he won't go near the people. But I think if somebody doesn't approach him so fast and start yelling at him, saying hi, just because when he's in the elevator with people, he has no problem. He doesn't dribble. He doesn't. He's not scared. He snips his people. But when we're outside, he gets scared. But when we're in the elevator, when there's people around, I don't have a problem with him. He doesn't have the nervous peas, because when you get scared, when you're a baby, you get scared, you have to go pee. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I know people don't want to do that. That they had to. Oh, I had to be quiet, but you don't want to scare the pup, right? There's one lady wants to pet him. I said you could if he lets you, because he gets scared. He's a puppy. He's 4 months, so you might not let people touch him. You might have to he has to trust you. You know what I mean? Like, he trusts me and my brother and my dad. He trusts us. That's why he doesn't have a problem with us. He goes to us all the time. He lets us pet him all the time. Because he's not scared of us anymore. Sometimes we see these people once in a while. We don't see them a whole bunch of times. So it's hard for him to remember who you are. So, if you really want to pet him, you need to see him every time. You guys, everybody knows how many times I take him out, and when I take him out, because they see me outside. So yeah. Now he's just being a weirdo. He's having too much fun by himself. I just let him I let him tire himself out, because I'm not a big fan of being crazy and hyper. I'm not in the shape here to go and do all this hyperness with him. My brother is, but he's in his room and stuff like that. So he likes to play by himself. He has this ball that he always has. I think he has one in his cage. He doesn't want to play with it. He wants to play with his own arms. But yeah, he's doing good. It's just there's some things that annoys me, because it's hurting me when he jumps on me or he pulls my arm. It gets annoying. It's everybody will get annoyed of that, right? You don't want to get your body hurt. I don't want my arm to get pulled. I think I got dirt on me when he jumped on me outside. Nobody wants that, and nobody wants his claws, any dog claws in you. I understand he doesn't know better. I do yell at him, say, no, I have to do that. I have to. I try not to. I don't hit him. Okay. I do a little taps that he knows that he's doing something bad. I got a burp. So I need to stop drinking pop on the video. But yeah, he's not doing bad. It's just he needs to learn discipline. That's what he needs to learn. He needs to learn discipline. Now he's just having fun playing with himself on his paws and all that. He's a funny boy. But I'm proud of him. He's doing his potties outside most of the times. I'm happy for him. I'm very proud that he does it every single day. Not every single time, because evening time he doesn't really do it. He didn't do it last night, but he did it this morning. He did it in the afternoon. I'm proud of him. I'm being proud of him. I would be more proud when he doesn't pull my arm out of my socket. Because he's a dog that gets so distracted of everything, and he wants to go to that thing like a bird or a squirrel. He wants to go to it, and he pulls my arm, and and I had to pull him back, and it hurts this arm because I had to pull him back. He's a strong boy. If he doesn't want to listen to me, he will pull me more, and I have to pull him more. Oh my God, it's annoying. It's like a tug of war, and I don't want to pull him back because I don't want to choke him. Right? But yeah. He's going to his first vet visit somewhere. I don't know when. I think it's next week because he's 4 months, so he didn't get all his shots. So we had to get his shots because I think if my mom had it longer, I think she will get his shots and then give it to us. But her dog had a lot of puppies, so she had her own dog, a grown up. So it's a little hard to watch a grown up and a puppy. So yeah, his first time going to the vet. That's what I heard. It's his first time. So yeah, we're going to see how he is with the vets. The veterinarian that we saw that we had to with Buddy. They were nice. They treat him like he's a king. His last day, and he was treated like a king. So we're going to go back to that veterinarian because they were nice people. And I think they're going to be nice to him. And I'm hoping that he'd be nice to them. I think he will. Or he gets scared of them. So, yeah. There's some people that actually cares about the animals and very nice. That's the people I want to be around with, especially if I had to take him to the vets, or he's sick or he's hurt. I want to take somebody that actually cares about the pet, not just puts them on the bed and examine them. Like, what are you doing? He's a puppy. He's supposed to He needs to. When people do that, he's gonna bite you. Any dog will do that. You need to let the dog sniff you. You need to let him play around with you. You give him some treats. I should bring some treats, and if somebody wants to pet him, I said, how about you give him a treat and see if he takes the treat from him? I think that's what people do with puppies, or to meet other some dogs. People have treats. So I might have a bag of treats in my pocket, and if somebody asks me, oh, can I pet him? Here, you give him a treat, see if he takes it from you, and maybe he will be okay. Because grown-up dogs will just sniff you. He's a puppy. He doesn't know that rule. He doesn't know that rule of, oh, if I sniff somebody, they're good. So he's not going to do that. He doesn't know that type of sniffing. Let me fix your ear. There we go. So he doesn't know that type of thing, so he doesn't sniff people. He gets scared of the people. So maybe I will have a bag of treats in my pocket when I go out. And if somebody asks me, oh, can I touch your dog? Can I pet your dog? I'm going to say, you give him a treat. See if he takes it. If he doesn't, that means he doesn't want you to pet him. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab some milk bones and put it in there. And if somebody asks me, oh, I want to pet your dog, give him a treat, see if he takes it from him. He takes the treat nicely. He takes it gently. My other dog didn't want to take it gently. He wants it badly. He takes it nicely. Wait until he gets older when he doesn't want to be gentle. He's just being a silly boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Friday Night Smackdown before WrestleMania. We've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We found a knowing contender for the Women's United States Champion. And we had the tag titles. We had, what else? Title matches. We had a street fight. And we got some segments here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Pat McAfee showing up. And he had to sign a contract that Nick Aldis gave him. I think that's when he said that if Randy doesn't win, he will be gone from WWE. I think that's the contract, what it means. He signed it. Randy said he's going to go in the ring and deal with something in the ring. So, yeah, that's that. I will tell you guys more about Randy Orton when we get there, because that's the beginning of the show. In the middle of the show, we got Jacob Fatu. Has something to say. The guy came out of a cop car. Because remember what Drew McIntyre keeps saying, that Jacob Fatu is a criminal. He's been in jail. He did all this. Blah, blah, blah. He keeps bringing that up. But Jacob Fatu says, what you did last week, you think that's going to take me down? That's going to make me go away? He says, no. He's going to destroy Drew McIntyre because that's what he wants to do. He wants to destroy Drew McIntyre in the unsanctioned match. And nothing happened, no brawls. He just said what he had to say. We have a Sami Zayn and Trick Williams segment. We had Trick Williams coming out. He said a whole bunch of words, and then he called out the ginger snap. He called out Sami Zayn. It wasn't Sami Zayn. It was a gingerbread man, some guy in a costume, in a gingerbread costume, and he wants to talk trash about Sami Zayn. And then Sami Zayn came out and saying, yeah, that's cute. You call me ginger, ginger man, ginger, whole bunch of ginger stuff, and all that stuff. And then, I don't know what Trick Williams called him, but he called him something. It got Sami Zayn angry, and he starts beating up Trick Williams. He got rid of Trick Williams, and then he did a hula kick on the gingerbread man. We will see what happens on WrestleMania. I believe that's on WrestleMania Saturday for the United States Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Randy Orton, who first comes out and talks about Cody Rhodes. Talking about that he just takes everything away from him. He talked about the time that he teamed up with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania to versus Roman Reigns and The Rock and all that stuff. And he did not ask his best friend Randy Orton to help because he just takes and takes and takes. So that's what Randy Orton says, that he just takes. So Randy exposed Cody Rhodes, but at the end we will hear from Cody Rhodes. So ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, we got MFTs. We'll be versing the Y6 in a street fight. This was a crazy match. It was a great match. Even Nikki Cross got himself involved. It was a great match, but the winner of that match was the MFTs. Mr. Tamatonga was about to do the clot throat, his finishing move, but Solo just swooped in and did his Samoan Spike, gets the win. Tama's not happy. Tama wants to. Remember what Solo says, we won as a team. Tama keeps saying, right, as a team. So now Solo told Tala Tonga, you're going to be the Andre the Giant Memorial, and we're going to win those tag team titles back. My dog is not happy about these noises. There's doors opening, and he's not a big fan of them. He's not a big fan of doors. Every time I open my door, he runs in his cage, or he hides under my dad's bed. So yeah, he's not a big fan of it. He's a big suck right now. He is a puppy. He will get used to it. He will. Lay down, bud. Ladies and gentlemen, next we got Damian Priest and R-Truth defends their tag team titles against the New Day. Oh, wait, they're not New Day. Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller, because, ladies and gentlemen, they're allowed to, Raw Superstars are allowed to be in here, just like they're allowed to be in the Battle Royal match. But, ladies and gentlemen, R-Truth said these guys got cursed by Asuka again. That's why they chose these guys to go for the tag titles. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Kofi and Grayson Waller wasn't really working well as a team, but they won that match. And still, your WWE Tag Team Champions R-Truth and Damian Priest. Well, Miz was doing his vows, his renewed vows, because that's what marriage does, married couple does. So him and Maryse was getting married again. And when Miz was saying all the nice things he said to Maryse, and then he looked up, there's Danhausen. And then Miz asked Kit Wilson do something, and he says, now you could curse the bride. And that's what Danhausen did. He cursed the bride. And then the Miz grabs Danhausen, and then they accidentally hit Maryse, and Maryse ran into her cake. And his daughter says, I want some cake. That was funny that they actually put his whole family in that segment. Danhausen is making a living hell of Miz's life. Now his wife got cursed. Isha Speed is cursed, and he has a match at WrestleMania. What else is going to happen at WrestleMania when it happens? Oh, man. Next match, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Jordynne Grace. It looks like Jordynne Grace is back. She got injured on main event. And now she's back to get a number one contendership to the United States title. The winner of that match was Tiffany Stratton, getting a number one contenders match. We had Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I didn't really see what happened in this match. I looked down a little bit, and then I looked up. I see Lash Legend and Nia Jax attacking everybody. So I'm guessing this was a DQ or a no contest because of Lash Legend and Nia Jax attacking. They attacked Lara, they attacked Bayley, they attacked Bliss, they attacked Flair, but they did not attack the Bellas because the Bellas wasn't there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time ever we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal as the main event. There was a lot of interesting superstars in here. We got AAA guys, we got La Parka and Psycho Clown, and we got some NXT guys like Joe Hendry. And Charlotte Hill. We got a whole bunch of people there. But I don't know who will win this. So my prediction, because they showed us a really sad, emotional video package of Royce Keys when he was doing his, when they're showing off what Royce Keys is all about, his story, and they talk about his mom being passed away and didn't watch his dream come true. So, I think that they're going to make Royce Keys win this. Or Tala Tonga, because he's a big giant man. I believe he's undefeated and all that stuff in the one-on-one matches. But, ladies and gentlemen, those two were the last two guys in this match. And the winner of that match, and Mr. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner, is Royce Keys. Good job for him. He finally wins something in WWE. His first time winning something. It's not a championship, but he wins something. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Cody Rhodes, and he talked about Randy Orton. He doesn't want to talk about Pat McAfee, and he said a whole bunch of things, and then he got interrupted by the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. And CM Punk gave Cody Rhodes advice about Randy Orton. And he said, you need to be careful. You know how dangerous he is. And now he has Pat with him. He's more dangerous. And then all that stuff. And then when Punk was about to leave, Cody Rhodes wants to give some advice to him. Because he's facing Roman Reigns. And he almost made CM Punk cry. All the things he said. But CM Punk stopped that. He says, okay, cut the music. Because we're about to be ending the show. He said, cut the music. He says, I'm not going to end the show with me crying. So he says, we're going to celebrate our championships with the fans. And that's what they did. They jumped over the barricade. Cody and CM Punk jumped over the barricade, celebrated with the fans, and get ready for WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, they showed us the stage, the arena for WrestleMania. If you guys didn't watch it on their YouTube or other YouTubers like BDE, TNA Superstar was in the WWE world. He got to see the WrestleMania reveal, the arena. I think it was pretty cool. Not too big, not too small. It was pretty cool to watch. I enjoy it. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see how WrestleMania is going to be. But my question is, because the last couple of years after WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw, after WrestleMania, will it be bunch of surprises on this Raw after WrestleMania? If Paige shows up at WrestleMania, she won't be a surprise on Raw. Who will show up? I don't care if it's NXT stars. I don't care if it's returns. We need surprises because last couple of years, we didn't get a lot of surprises. This is what happens. It's a new era. Every time WrestleMania happens, it's a new era. A new beginning. Because WrestleMania is over, and then we're getting ready for next year's. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. See you guys for WrestleMania. Bye.